Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Y'all know, well, I don't say y'all know. Today is February, no, girl, where we at? Today is March the 5th. It's the day before my niece's birthday. My niece's birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday to you, little Nine. She'll be 4 tomorrow. Y'all, so it's matcha time. So I'm about to make me a cup of matcha. I was trying to find me something I could, well, we'll just use this. Yeah, we'll just use this. I'm about to make me some matcha. So we have our chassis, and we have our cup, and we have our matcha. This one right here is a special blend. This is another sample. I just have a smaller one than the other one. The other one was in the bigger one here. This one was in the bigger one, so I just have this little tiny one. But this one right here is a special blend. This is a Yame blend, and the Yame, if y'all know, I may not be pronouncing that correct, but if y'all know about, and then look at the color. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can see that color. Can y'all see that? The color is so pretty. But if y'all know anything about, it smells so good, about blends and stuff with matcha, the Yame is more of a nutty, sweet blend. Like, look how green that is, honey. This is quality matcha. But it's more of a nutty and sweet blend, and I kind of like that because this one is more suitable. This one is actually more suitable for just making matchas, not matchas, making lattes, like just making lattes and stuff. So if you are just into making lattes every day, you want to add oat milk, you want to add whatever. I add coconut milk. I don't like oat milk and I don't like almond milk, but this particular blend right here is for lattes. Like, it's not the baristas, it's not any of that. It's still matcha, but it blends very well with oat milk and things like that. It blends very well, and then it has a nutty, I don't know if y'all are into matcha, then if you like nutty and more sweet, not too sweet, but not bitter, but more like a sweet, nutty matcha, this one is the blend. So this one is my special blend. This is probably the one I'm gonna start with first. I was gonna start with the Chiron, but I don't want to dive right into one that's for more experienced matcha drinkers. This one right here is this is for like a moderate to, it's still a bit, in my opinion, beginner friendly. If you are a beginner with matcha, you need to just start off with the ones that are like the jade leaf, so you can get into it. But if you are into drinking matcha does have caffeine in it, the L-theanine that's in it, that is like natural caffeine. So if you are into that, you can substitute matcha for coffee and stuff, so because it has more of, and then it gives you more of a boost without that crashing feeling. So you get like 3 to 4 hours of just good mellow energy boosting, and it just goes up and up and up, and it's natural. So yeah, that's why I like matcha, because I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't care for coffee. My husband drinks coffee, I don't. So this is like my coffee. This is my green coffee. But yeah, this one right here is one of my favorite blends. So I am about to make me a cup of it. It's recommended that you use 1 teaspoon, which is what I have right here. 1 teaspoon. I have just 1 teaspoon here. But honey, I use more than 1 teaspoon. Like, I do like 2 teaspoons because I like a thick green matcha. So I do like 2 teaspoons. But don't be like me. Be like the people that tell you to follow the directions, okay? But yeah, anyways, I'm about to do that. So I normally do. Now, what I found is the more water you put in it, the less creaminess and payoff of the matcha flavor you get. I put a little bit, this is like a 1/3 cup of water, 79 milliliters of water. So I put about a 1/3 cup. Sometimes I don't even use this full cup, but I'll start off with just a little bit and make it like a paste, like where not a thick paste, but a thin paste. And then I'll go ahead and whisk it whisk it while it's still a bit thick, and then I'll gradually keep adding the water until so that it's liquidy enough for me to pour over the top of my matchas and stuff. This blend right here, you don't have to add any oat milk if you don't want to. You don't have to add any milk or any of that at all if you don't want to this blend. This is one of those blends that you can just basically add some hot water and drink it by itself. Like, this is one of those blends. So that's why I feel like I'm gonna start with this one out of the two that I actually sampled, because I wanted to have 3, but I don't want to go overboard because I'm just getting into the matcha space. So I'm gonna start off safe with the Yame special blend that I have here, and then I'll eventually move on to the other 2 blends, like the more of the master matchas. But yeah, I'm gonna add just a little bit of water, and we're gonna go ahead and make our morning matcha and get started with our day, because I have some wigs to make. So I'm gonna show y'all the hair that I got in. I have to make my daughter a new wig, and I'm making myself a new wig, but I haven't got my other hair yet. But I'm gonna show you the hair that I have so far, because I have 2 different kinds, like I always do. Because when I was selling hair, like I told y'all before, past history, I always had some for people that are on the more affordable range, and then I had the more mid-range hair, and then I had the super duper uber goober quality raw to the top tier. You're gonna spend that check, you're gonna spend that rent, you're gonna spend that coin on that hair, the one that's gonna last you about 5, 6, 7 years. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all that, but first let me go ahead and make me matcha lattes. Okay, y'all, so I am back. Y'all, I have finished this damn matcha. Basically, that's just ice that has melted and rose petals that are left in the bottom, because I did make me a rose matcha today, and I made that from the book. So I made me a rose garden matcha today. That's what it's called in my book, rose garden matcha. All the ingredients and everything is in there, and the stuff that I use, like the syrups or whatever, is all in there. But anyways, y'all, I am back to show y'all this hair. So I'm gonna show y'all the hair, because I did get some in here today. I placed a small order with both my vendors, my Remy hair vendor and my premium hair vendor. So the Remy hair came, as y'all can see. It's always gonna be with these red tags, because this is express hair, so it's always gonna be with those red tags. Now, what I noticed my vendors did do is they changed the hair a lot. So this is what I don't like about Remy hair vendors. So a lot of the times their product doesn't be consistent. That's why I only use their hair for like quick weaves. This hair here is this hair here. So this hair, I've had this for a couple of months. I think if y'all can go back to my other videos, y'all will see me showing this same hair, these same bundles from a few months ago. And so y'all see how this has gotten a bit thinner at the bottom, which compared to my last batch, it wasn't like this. So, but the bundles are still full, and it still will only take about 3 or maybe 2.5 to get a full head. It's just that the ends are going to be quite thin, and these are 2 24s and a 20 inch. So yeah, this is 2 24 inches here, and this is 20 inch. The quality is still very much okay. It'll last you a couple of months before you need to get more hair. And these were the ones that were in like the $40, $50 range or whatever per bundle. I think the 24 inches was like $50 something or $40 something, and then the 20 inch was maybe $30, $35 or something like that. So these are like cheaper bundles that will last you a couple of months. So basically spending maybe at the most about $140 something every 3 to 6 months. Like, that's pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, this is the Remy quality, still very much good hair. This hair is offered at the shop up there in Arizona because a lot of those customers up there, they do want affordable hair. But the thing with this is you can only bleach this up to a number 27 or dye it a darker tone. You cannot bleach this all the way up to 613s and all that stuff. It's not going to go up that high. In some cases, you may be able to do so, but it's not going to go without frying the actual hair, like where the hair ends up damaged and is going to be shedding and stuff like that. Then you're not going to be happy with it. So either up to like a 27, and I don't have y'all should know what a 27 color looks like. It's like a off cinnamon type brown, or a darker tone like a jet black or a blue black or something like that, or indigo or something. Indigo looks like this here. Now this is not that same quality hair. This is a different quality. This is a higher quality hair. So this is more like an indigo blue. If y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see the blue in this, but I can definitely see the blue in it. But it's like an indigo blue color compared to this natural black. So can y'all see the difference? Like the difference in here or whatever. This is premium quality hair. This hair, actually, I've had this hair here for about probably 4-5 years. I think I got this hair in 2021. So it's 2026, so 5 years, and the quality is still great. I actually took this off of a wig. Like you can see, this is from me cutting it from a wig. This was on a wig, and this wig was the red wig that, I don't know, I'll probably pop a picture up here, but it's like a reddish pinkish wig that I had for a while, and then I just dyed the hair this indigo blue color because I'm going to add pops of this in just to give me some definition of color, because I wanted like a different blue tone color, and I thought indigo would have was a really pretty color because it's like not black, but it's not blue, and it's not, you know, like out there. But anyways, yeah, this is the Remy quality hair. Still very much, like I said, still good quality bundles, still good quality hair. It's just going to only last you about maybe three, give or take, to in between 6 months if you know how to take care of your hair. If you wear wigs and you pull it off and on, then it'll probably last you about 6 months. Now, next up is my higher quality hair. This one is my high quality hair. This is not my raw hair, but this is damn near close to it. And my vendor, when I do order from them, they still use my old labels from my Black Phoenix collection, so they still use those or whatever. But this is in a body wave, and as you can see, the hair quality in this is extremely, I got these for my daughter because she is very rough on hair, and her hair, I have to have hair for her that lasts a long time. Now this one, you can see that the ends are very much full, a lot fuller than the ends on these three compared to these three, the express bundles basically put together. So you can see the difference right here in these three being together and the express bundles, and you can actually see the difference in the quality, the luster on these, the bounciness and stuff like that. Like I said, still very much great hair, but this is top of the line hair. This one is more in the mid range of affordability. This is in the lower range of price for affordability. This is more the middle range for affordability, like the mid-high range of affordability. These bundles are not going to be costing no $30, $40, $50. No, honey, these bundles here are going to be running you about probably $1 something or so a piece, because this hair is going to last you probably about 5 years. So it's going to be about 5 years if you are not a person who just constantly runs through hair. You're going to be wearing this for about 5-6 years, probably longer, before you have to replace this hair. So, and this hair is gorgeous, by the way. And then I have a higher quality that's higher than this hair. So I always had my hair in tiers. Like I had told y'all before, I had my hair in different tiers and by color. So I had like my Express in my Diva Wig collection, which was the lower quality. And then I had like my Pink Lux quality hair, which was about this right here. This was like, this quality is a bit lower than this one. So this was like Pink Lux quality here. And then I had my top tier hair, like this ranged in my top tier hair alongside my raw hair, which came in silver boxes. This Pink Lux hair came in like the pink, light pink boxes. This hair here, this one came in like the red boxes, red or black and white box. That's what these came in. And I had different tiers of hair. And then if I had anybody that ordered something where they got their hair like colored or a special color and all that stuff, it came in like my big ass orange boxes here. Like I still have one sitting here because I have stuff inside of it. So it came like in this, and I had it signed and all of that good stuff. But that's my different tiers of hair. And then you also got, I just happen to have a card in here. So this was the card that you got if you ordered like a custom colored wig. I don't care what color you order. If it was a custom colored wig, it was gonna come in this box right here, and you get this card, which is super cute. I don't care about the codes and all that because this is no longer valid, but this was my Mad Max color collection wig. So it came with these right here. And excuse my hands, y'all, I've been dyeing hair, so it's black, like I have black dye on my hands. But yeah, anyways, that is what I have right now. And yes, my bed is messy, please excuse that, but I'm super uber duper excited. And then I got some dye here. Y'all know I roll with the Nika K dye. This one is jet black because I'm gonna just dye these jet black to go along with her closure. And I'm just gonna reuse an old closure. This is an old closure and it's still full, so it's like really full closure. I just need to dye it jet black along with these bundles here because it's gonna be, she likes to just wear her hair straight all the time. So it's no need for me to be getting her a super long closure. I do have one that I can use for her that's longer, but like there's no need for me to be using a super duper long closure for her because she's just gonna wear her hair straight. Like that's all she does. She doesn't like curls, she doesn't like waves, she doesn't like any of that. She just wears a straight middle part in her hair when she does get her hair done. So yeah, anyways, y'all, I'm super happy. I'm super excited. And then the hair smells good. It hasn't even been washed. Like, y'all, stop playing games with the quality. Y'all, stop playing games. And y'all know y'all see that shine in there. But yeah, anyways, and then when I get my raw hair in, I will also come back and show y'all my raw hair when that comes. That should be coming sometime today or tomorrow, but I'll have the two side by side so you can see the raw hair quality versus this hair quality. Both of them are almost running neck and neck, but the other one is a bit higher than this one. So yeah, these are the bundles. I will show you all comparisons of this, and the raw. And yeah, and then I have this because I'm gonna actually probably, I don't know if I'm gonna make a wig and send it to the shop or if I'm just gonna send these bundles to the shop to my mom, just to throw in there along with the rest of the hair that's up there so she can kind of replenish or just kind of offer some longer lengths. So I'm just probably just gonna throw these in a shipment pack and just ship them to my mom so she can have some more hair over there to throw in the shop and put in the on the back wall or whatever. So I may just do that because I don't think I need to make another wig with this. But yeah, but anyways, y'all, enough chit chat. I need to charge my phone. And y'all, we are moving again. So this soon is going to be some moving segments and some more moving vlogs because we're actually moving to to a townhouse from this apartment. So we're going to be moving to a townhouse soon. So I have a lot of other stuff I have to do. I got to pack. I got to do a lot of stuff, y'all. So I'm going to be super busy. And yeah, and it's going to be quite another journey to move all of this heavy stuff and get it out of here, but hopefully we'll have more space in this townhome than what we have here. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But anyways, I will chat with you all a little bit later. I have made it to my daughter's school. As you can see, sitting in the car. We are back in the car. Y'all, this is my second matcha of the day. This one I made a simply orange. The other one I had before was a rose garden matcha. The simply orange, I wasn't gonna make another orange, but I had to. And then y'all see how it still stays green even with the orange being mixed in, and it still stayed green even with the red being mixed in. That is a good quality grade of matcha, and it is so creamy. It tastes like the simply orange, y'all. It tastes like a orange creamsicle. Like if y'all have ever had, let me pull y'all down just a little bit. If y'all have ever had that orange creamsicle popsicle with the orange shell on the outside and then the vanilla ice cream in the middle, that's what this tastes like. The simply orange, like one in my recipe book. Oh, that's what it tastes like. The rose one, it tastes like a fresh flower. Like you can literally taste the rose in it. Like you can taste the roses in it, because I use a combination of two different things inside of it to get it where you have that authentic rose tasting flavor. But yes, my aunt sent me some mail. I don't know what this is, honey, but she sent me something, and I'm going to open it here because I checked the mail before I left. I don't know what she sent me, but honey, it feels like coin. Girl, what is this? Why did my auntie send me $1.50? Like what? Girl, what is this $1.50 for? What is this? Auntie, like why did you send $1.50? Like what is this? Okay, girl, I don't know what the hell. Like, girl, why did you send me $1.50? Like in pennies at that? Like what? Was that a joke? Like that? If it was, that shit ain't funny. Auntie, why did you send me $1.50 in the mail? What was that about? Like, you could have cashed out me $1.50. Like, why would you send me that in the mail? If you just want to send me $1.50, you could have just cashed out me that. Like, child. Okay. Anyways, y'all, that was crazy. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just. Oh yeah, and then I had got a replacement pair of contacts because the contacts that I had, oh wow, the contacts that I had, it was something wrong with them. I don't know. It was just really irritating my eye. So 1-800-CONTACTS, which is where I get my contacts from, sent me a replacement pair. Actually, sis just sent me one contact lens. Like, girl, you literally sent me one contact lens. Why didn't you send a whole pair? 1-800-CONTACTS. Why would you send me one contact lens when I said it was a pair? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna contact them because I don't like the color anyway. I don't like the color payoff. And so because I don't like the color payoff, I'm actually going to send them a notification and change the color to brown. Like, I'm just gonna send them a notification and change my color to brown instead, because I think I just want brown eyes. Like, I just want my eyes back brown. All the other colors, they okay, but I just want my eyes back brown. But that's basically it. I just wanted to check in, say hi. Y'all, I don't really know what I was about to talk about. Oh, hair. Matter of fact, let me check and see where my hair is at, because I'm about to have to change so many things. I gotta change my address and everything. So the thing with this is we won't be able to move in until May 5th because they have to go by a strict 60-day notice policy, so to do a transfer. So all we're doing is a transfer from the apartment to the townhome. And so because I gave 60 days notice today, I can't move in into the other place until May 5th. So I'm just like, it's okay because it's not a rush. It'll give me time to pack up so I don't have to feel rushed. But and then plus May is when school is gonna be out for like summer break and all that stuff, so it actually falls into a good timing. But my major concern is like missing out on a special. They're supposed to have like a movie and special over there at the townhouses, so I want to make sure I clarify that because I want my 8 weeks free. But anyways, that is the dilemma here. So I'm gonna actually ask, because I asked, is anyone living in that unit? They said it was empty, so I actually want to go and look inside to make sure, because I don't want to be moving into a unit where it smells like dog, like someone had a dog beforehand and things like that. I want to make sure that I know exactly what's going on with the unit and things like that before we actually obligate, so I can see like, okay, no, it needs to be cleaned in here, you know, or whatever. I actually want to make sure that I am fully aware before I go in and start before I go in and start basically like living in there and stuff like that. So speaking of, I actually need to give them a call real quick so that I can try to schedule that today and see if after I pick my daughter up, is there any way that we can go and look inside that particular unit since it's empty. So let me call y'all right back. Going to her dance. Look at her dress. Look at the dress details. Look at the sparkles. We love the sparkles. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday, March 7th. Yeah, it's Saturday, March 7th. Y'all, it is 11-ish, like going on 11 o'clock. I need to find my tripod. I don't know where it's at right now because I'm holding my phone. Y'all, I'm in my trap clothes right now because today is wig making day. So we're going to be making some wigs today. 2 wigs. I'm going to be making one for me and one for my daughter because all of the hair came in. So I have all of our hair to use. So probably about, I think I got in total about 12 bundles of hair. 6 bundles of the Remy hair and 6 bundles of the real good premium quality hair. So yeah, I got the premium quality hair. All of that has came in. The Remy bundles, I still haven't used the 3 for myself. I made my daughter a wig last night because she went to her school dance. So I made her a wig last night. And I still have 3 of my Remy bundles that I haven't used, and I probably won't use them because I don't have a need to do a quick wig right now because I already have one quick wig on, so I don't need to make another one right now. So like I said, I was thinking about sending those bundles to the shop and just having those up there so my mom can have some extras just to sell, because I think she is out of long lengths. I think the only length she has available up there is 12, 14, and 16. So I might just send her those because those are 20, 22, and 24. So I may just send that to her so she can have some longer lengths, because I think that's all she has left are those lengths. And then she only has about 12 bundles herself at the shop left over. So yeah, anyways, y'all know what time it is. I am about to make me a matcha, and I think this morning I'm going to do, I wanted to just do just a plain vanilla matcha, but I don't know, y'all. I may end up doing another orange matcha, so I don't know yet. I'll see what I'm going to do in the meantime. But I'm thinking my initial is just to make me a plain vanilla matcha, like a vanilla Matcha Wig. And I've been loving this particular, let me show y'all the cold foam. This cold foam has been my vibe outside of the Paris Hilton. The Paris Hilton is good too. But that Italian sweet cream, I think that's what I'm going to make my matcha with. So I may end up going with the orange flavored matcha this morning, just to do me like a sweet, creamy, because I don't know, y'all. It just has, because of the special blend of the matcha that I use, it has this creamy, like hazelnutty
it's just a creamy, nutty, I can't really explain it, but it's a creamy, nutty umami. You get the umami, if I'm saying it right. And y'all, let me tell y'all, correction. This, I was saying chassis. This is a chaucin. This is called chaucin or a bamboo whisk. So correct me when I was saying chassis and chassin and all that. It's a chaucin. So it's a chaucin, or you can call it a bamboo whisk. But yeah, I'm gonna get to making this matcha. I just wanted to pop in and say good morning. And then also today I have out some girl, I have some chicken out for my husband, and then I am going to have some fish myself. I'm not gonna have any chicken, I'm gonna have fish. And I am going to make out of the book, this is what we are going to be making today for dinner. Where is it? This is going to be today's dinner right here. So this is going to be today's dinner. We are going to be doing, I'm actually gonna have I'm gonna have fish. I'm gonna do him chicken, but I'm not gonna do any lemon for anything. So I'm gonna have to cook ours separate. So I am gonna have this exact meal. This exact meal is what I'm gonna have. And this meal is the pan-seared fish, mashed garlic, purple potatoes, plus lemon butter asparagus. So I am having this meal, and I'm making my husband this meal also, but I'm going to substitute the fish for chicken for him because I know he doesn't want any fish. And I'm going to not add lemon for him because he can't have any lemon. He's allergic to citrus and lemons. I got cut off. So he's allergic to citrus and lemons, so he can't have that. So I'm not going to make his with it, but that's what we are having for dinner. So I have stuff out to prep. My daughter, I don't know what she's going to make. She doesn't normally come over here and make stuff out of this recipe book unless she's making the dough, the pizza dough, but she has made that pizza dough so many times that she doesn't have to look at the recipe anymore. But yeah, that my husband is calling actually. Hold on. Hello? Oh, okay. You're welcome. There you go. Not him saying that he didn't want grits. He said, oh, you don't have to do any grits. And then he just called me and was like, oh, you can start the grits. Anyway, yeah. So anyways, y'all, that's what I'm about to do. So I'm about to go ahead and make my matcha. And I will chat with you all later. Probably come back when I'm starting the wigs and show y'all like the little process. But my process of making wigs is the same as it always is. I just start with the longest bundle to the next, and I always sew on my closure first, but I'll probably show y'all just a little bit just so y'all can see what I do and how I do my wigs or whatever. And then y'all, the skin is very, very healthy. The skin is shiny. I haven't put any moisturizer on my skin at all, and y'all see that forehead shine of naturalness, and it's clear. So yeah, I am so happy with my skin at this moment. But yeah, I will come back and show you guys when I am getting the wigs done. Just wanted to say good morning. Hope you all are having a happy Saturday, and if you are a celebrator of the Sabbath or the Shabbat, happy Sabbath to you. But anyways, let me go ahead and get this together, and I'll see y'all in just a second.
Hacia la felicidad, como una luz fugaz, un instante que se va,
Now real quick, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what I've learned. So this is 1 teaspoon, right? So for every gram, I suppose that you should be doing like a ratio of 10 for the milliliters of water. So say for instance, if I use 3 grams of matcha, I need to have 30 milliliters of water. What I was doing, I was using way too much water, and my matcha blend was coming out too watery. Now, if you want to do something more so where you're actually drinking it, using it like that, then yeah, you can do that. That's fine. You can make your matcha with more water, but if you want it a little bit more thick, when you add it to your mix, like to your bowl, you need to be using like a 10 to, I don't know how to explain it. Like for every 3 grams, just use 30 milliliters of water. So that's what you do. So I'm gonna probably use about 3 grams of matcha in here. So I'm gonna use 30 milliliters of water. Not the big one that I was using before. I'm gonna use just a little bit. I'm actually gonna get me a like a gooseneck kettle to use it so that I can be able to know exactly what the temperature of my water is and all that stuff, because the temperature does matter too. So for my particular matcha blend, it is recommended to do anywhere between 170 to maybe 176 in the temperature for the water. I always do about 174, 175 because I just like a more creamy. I like for it to be a little bit more creamy. If you are doing it too hot, you will burn the matcha and you will taste it. It will be bitter. So yeah, you have to be very careful with that. But I am about to add some more matcha. I just put that in here. And yeah, I'm gonna do 3 grams, but I just wanted to pop in and say that real quick. And this right here, this is not gonna be the packaging. We're not gonna have this as the packaging. I already have my tins being worked on, and I'm coming up with my design. It's gonna be super cute, super me, honey, because I am a anime lover. So I'm just giving you a hint with that. But yeah, let me get back to making this matcha. I just wanted to pop in and say that real quick. Y'all, so my matcha is done. I know y'all see how pretty and green that is, how pretty and green. And then I have my sweetness at the bottom. I just wanted to show y'all before I stir it up, and then I want to show y'all what it looks like when I stir it up so you can see that it keeps the beautiful green. So look how green that is, honey. Like, I love a really bright green matcha that lets me know that the quality is top tier. When your matcha looks like this, this is when you have top tier matcha. When your matcha is looking like, I don't know, something else, like when your matcha is looking like this, when your matcha looking like this damn rag, this is how you know you have low quality matcha. But when your matcha is looking like this and not this, that's how you know you have top tier matcha. It's so good. And I didn't make it too sweet this time. I didn't want it too sweet. I really wanted to be able to taste the matcha in it. So I didn't make it that sweet this time. But yeah, I'm about to go over here now that I have my daily kick of caffeine. This is my coffee. And this is my version of coffee every day. Instead of me drinking coffee every day like my husband drinks, like coffee and all that stuff, this is my version of coffee every day because this has natural caffeine in it. Y'all, one more time, take a look at the green color. Y'all see the beautiful green color? This is my kind of matcha. I might add a little bit more ice because I do like an icy matcha, but I don't know. But anyways, let me go over here, y'all. Let's get started on this wig. And yeah, have a happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Have a matcha and a happy Saturday, honey. And the matcha, I actually believe the matcha is doing good things for the skin also, because I've been drinking a matcha every day. Like a matcha, I probably have 2 matchas a day. I try to keep it at 1, but I probably end up having 2 matchas a day. And honey, the skin is loving whatever's in the matcha blend. But yeah, y'all, I have to go fix my nail because my nail broke during the process of doing this. I need to go and actually fix my nail real quick. But yeah, I am about to do that. I am so happy with this, and the color payoff after mixing it up, top tier. So yeah. Anyways, I'll chat with y'all in just a second when we get these wigs did. All right, y'all, so I have made quite a bit of progress with the wig. I am still sewing it though. Oh, girl, the thread be so long. I have to go all the way back there, but I have, this is the second bundle that I'm working on. I'm gonna show y'all in just a second, but this is the second bundle that I'm working on this wig. And I'm actually really happy with the time frame that it's taking me to do it because it's not taking me that long as I thought, and then I can start working on the second wig. And I think that is in part that I have a bigger closure to work with. So because I have a bigger closure, it's not gonna take me as long to complete the wig. So I am almost done sewing. I'm gonna show y'all in just a second because it's just the same technique that I use for all the wigs. And then I do this, and I don't sew and poke my needle into my wefts because I don't want the wefts to start coming apart. That's how you are able to make it where you can benefit from your bundles longer, because you don't poke through the weft. Don't poke through the weft, just sew like up under, like loop the needle up underneath the weft. And that's what I'm doing here. As y'all can see, I think I have an old video of me sewing a wig, or I don't remember if it was me sewing the wig or if it was me doing a quick wig, like gluing it. I don't remember, y'all. But this is what I'm doing here. So I'm about to be done. That's why I popped on here, because I'm almost done. And I'm gonna show y'all what 2 bundles looks like so far on this wig, like how full it is with just 2 bundles. And then like we'll see what it looks like when it's completely done. Now sometimes I will poke through the weft, like, but only in the beginning when I'm actually like attaching the first weft to the cap. I'll sew in between. I'll poke through the weft then, so that I can make sure that I secure the weft and it doesn't come loose or start coming apart from the cap. So that's the only time that I'll poke through it. But other than that, this is how I do most all of them. And then I do a quick tie around like this and secure it like so. So here we go with this. I'm gonna go back and loop that again, but for now, this is bundle number 2. And it's so pretty. Like, it is just so freaking pretty. This is bundle number 2 here. So here we are. Look how pretty this is. It's all nice and full. Just imagine when it gets washed. So this is how it looks with just the 2 bundles here. So it's pretty full, and I have just this amount left. So these were doubled, so I doubled these, and then when I get to the top with the last bundle, I'm going to single weft them all the way up so that it covers everything and it's not bulky at the top and it'll be flat. So this is how I do try to do it as neat as possible. But this is the progress so far. This is 24 inches, a 24, a 20, and then an 18 is going right here. And then this closure is a 16. So it'll be 16, 18, 20, 24. And then I may end up cutting this just a bit for her because she's pretty short. She's like 5 feet exactly. So she's pretty short, and I don't want her with Rapunzel hair, but this is so far. Look how pretty this is. So pretty. Let me get finished with this wig, and I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like when we're done. And then here's the front, and here's the back. And then we just have this last bundle right here. This last one to sew. This is the 18-inch. So we're gonna go ahead and attach that to the top. And I'll show y'all what it looks like when it's done. Okay, y'all, so I am pretty much done with the wig. Not pretty much, honey, I'm done with the wig. So here is the wig complete with all of the bundles in it. This is the hair and how it looks. It is super full, super fluffy. So she's gonna be really, really happy because it's done. I'm probably gonna end up cutting it just a bit because this has to be more than 24 inches. So it's longer than 24 inches. So I'm just gonna trim it just a bit, like not a lot, probably trim off just a bit of the ends because she's gonna be wearing it straight most of the time. And I can't have her in school with 28, looking like she's got 28 inches of hair. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just trim it just a little bit or whatever. But this, for the most part, is the finished wig here. Like, y'all, look how luxurious. And then I wasn't even able to fit all 3 of the bundles in here, but this is an old closure here. I'm just reusing an old closure, and I'm gonna end up trimming these sides like off to fit her head and stuff. But the wig is so soft, so pretty, no tangles, no shedding. This is premium quality hair. Y'all see this? Premium quality hair. This is real 100% raw hair, honey. This is raw hair. This is raw human hair, not the Remy hair or blended hair and all that stuff. But this is her wig complete, and this is how much I had left over from the 18-inch bundle. I just had this much left, so that's pretty good. So I got everything in except for this little bit here. So I'm just gonna put that away just in case she needs to fill in later on down the line or something like that, because I literally sewed them close together so that there was no space in between majority of the tracks and stuff. And the only ones that I doubled was the 24 and the 20 inch. I doubled the 24 and the 20 inch, and then the 18 inch I did that like single. But yeah, this is Sis's wig, honey. She is so rough on hair, so I have to make sure that I sew her hair down and stuff because she is very rough on hair. And then when I take it off of the, hopefully I got all of the, no, all of the stick pins are not out. So I just stick it down. I'm gonna take it off so y'all can see what it looks like off, because the type of caps that I use are these. I use these caps here. This is the only cap that I like to use. I like to use this one, the mesh one, the mesh dome. I don't like to use the dome caps because the dome caps, in my opinion, the dye just comes off, and I don't like that. So here's the wig off like this. This is the inside, and of course I'm gonna go in and cut this part, but this is how the inside looks, all nice and neat. And then I probably will cut around the ear parts for her, just so that it's comfortable to fit around her ear. But I am gonna go and trim this out right here. I always go and cut this part out, and then I make sure to not cut right where the hold on, y'all. Okay, so right here I try to make sure I don't cut right where I stitched it at. I kind of cut a little bit, maybe a ½ inch or so away from that, because I don't, once the wig starts getting pulled and all that stuff, you don't want it to start unraveling right there where the thread is at, because you cut it so close. So yeah, and sometimes I will double the thread there when I do sew it down, but for the most part, like I said, I always make sure I cut about a ½ inch away from there, because when you start to fit the wig on your head and all that stuff, it does spread. So this is what it looks like with that piece cut out, and then I'm gonna have to go and fit it to her head. But yeah, it's really full, really pretty, really soft, and she's not gonna wear it like this. She's gonna want it straightened. So I'm just showing y'all the body wave pattern before it gets straightened and how it looks all the way down to the end. Now, if she would have had maybe like straight 22 inches or something like that, then yeah, it probably would look a lot more fuller on the ends. But this is just one 24 inch and then a 20 inch on top. So yeah, but like I was saying, this is really good quality hair. This should last a long time, and that's what I was doing. So now I have to work on my wig. Quick, y'all, here is my peeled purple potatoes right here, and I'm getting ready to smash them. And then this is the chicken that I'm making for my husband. Instead of making, it's the exact same recipe for the fish, I'm just doing it as chicken for him instead of doing this as fish with lemon. But this is so simple. The secret, y'all, to getting your potatoes peeled really quick is, as soon as they're done, while they're hot, fill them up with ice cold water, and the skin will just come straight off, and you can be able to peel them easily. But I'm about to get ready to add everything to this. These are so beautiful, y'all. So we are making our purple mashed potatoes. I am gonna do garlic. So this is gonna be super simple, super easy. But I just wanted to show y'all real quick. Right now it's like, I don't know, about 7:30, 7:40 in the evening. So I'm doing this dinner. I'll let y'all see what it looks like when everything is put together and done. I'm probably not gonna eat tonight, so this is basically just gonna be for him, and then I'll have some left over for tomorrow. But yeah, these are my beautiful purple mashed potatoes, and so I'll show y'all everything when it's done. So here are the finished creamy mashed purple garlic potatoes. They are done. I'm just gonna sprinkle them with some parsley, and then that'll be like before I plate it and all that stuff. But yeah, that's done. The chicken's done. The last thing to do is the asparagus, which gets cooked in like 3 minutes. It's like 2 to 3 minutes. So yeah, dinner is basically done. I'm just waiting on him, and I'll cook the asparagus right before he's ready to eat, and I will show you guys the finished plate. But aren't these so beautiful now that they're mashed up? And what turns them this color, this lavender pretty purple color, is using the sour cream. So yeah, that's what makes them this beautiful purpley color here. Anyways, y'all, dinner is done basically, and I'll show y'all the finished plate. Okay, y'all, so here's the finished dish right here. This is just chicken instead of fish. So we have the purple potatoes, and we have it was gonna be lemon, but we didn't do lemon because my husband's allergic. So this is basically what it is. Just imagine this being fish instead of chicken. And then if we had the lemon, this is out of the cookbook right here. So this is basically like pan-seared chicken instead of pan-seared fish with purple mashed garlic potatoes and asparagus. The asparagus on the side without the lemon. So there are alternatives that you can use if you have somebody that's allergic. This is some options that you can use for them instead of using like lemon. You can always tweak the recipes, but this is the finished look right here, the finished meal. So yes, let me know what y'all think if you try this. And yeah, this will be in my little recipe ebook. Doesn't that look delicious, y'all? Tell me that don't look good. Stop it now.